kick the cat out?
He'll probably be back. Maybe.
I did. I kicked my fucking cat out.
Ernest's cat was hitting buttons on the board earlier, and we got a good picture of his ass. It was nice.
Yeah. Nice. All right, let me go back to. Oops, black screen. Here we go.
There we go.
All right. I'm going to mute everyone during this.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to ImVibes Podcast, home of good music, good libations, and good vibes. Now here is your host, Eric Millets, and producer, Ernest Stevenson.
Are doing this one remotely again. It worked out so good last time. We do it again. Probably 1 or 2 more times this season. We'll see what happens. We got some special guests tonight in the house. Tyrant from Lansing, Michigan, my home state. You guys are you guys Spartan fans? You guys fans of sports at all?
Kind of.
Michigan.
Yeah, he's the outlier here. But
I was just up there. I was up there last weekend for the draft. And that was awesome, dude. We had full VIP. We met Calvin Johnson. We met Barry Sanders. We met everybody, man. It was awesome. But
nice.
And they had brought the whole Michigan team up on stage, and they did the whole song, and they had the trophy with them and all that shit. So that was cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, I would have loved to go, but it looks so crowded.
It was. Well, I mean, we were up out by the stage. We're 4th row, so I didn't have to deal with the crowd at all. Not
nice.
A little bit. No. And we had found some little pub like right out the gate. So whenever we wanted shots or something, we just go leave, get some shots, and come back in. It was great.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, what's everyone drinking, man? I got some Glutenberg IPA today. Oh, look at that. I got my draft koozie. Look at that.
Nice. Yeah. I've got some sparkling peach rosé tea.
There you go.
You know,
kind of water. It's very important to hydrate.
Water.
I thought that was Bud Light.
I got the Canadian whiskey in a cup. I like to just pour it in a cup.
Nice.
There you go, Chuck.
What do you got there, Ernest? What are you drinking?
I got Sierra Nevada Torpedo IPA.
Oh,
very nice.
So it's out right now.
A little bit of a change, right?
Put it in my Charlotte FC inaugural season shaker pint.
Nice.
Which it won't fit. Focus.
I can
it focused right when you brought it away.
I know.
We went down to the we went downtown Saturday for the Knights. So we got minor league baseball here. We don't have any major league teams down in Charlotte or in North Carolina. You're very blurry, Ernest.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Your camera's been drinking. Anyways, they did Star Wars night there, but they also had Charlotte FC soccer playing over where the Panthers play, and it was chaos down there, man. It was just there you go.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. I completely forget to pick up any liquor. I don't normally drink on Mondays, but I am today.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyways, let's talk about Tyrant, man. You guys are now Philip and Mr. Late are brothers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Andrew Late. Okay. Yeah. So tell us how you guys got started, where the name came from. Did I read you guys originally came from California, or was that wrong?
No, that's
okay. Yeah, that was wrong. I thought so.
Andrew and I have just been playing music pretty much since we were kids. And naturally we started jamming Kiss songs and Metallica songs and
AC/DC,
all the classic stuff. And it got to a point where we were like, why not just form a band? Yeah. And Tyrant was a pretty cool band name for a couple of teenagers. And so that's the pretty much the origin story. And then we just started writing material.
I've seen a few other bands with the same name. Do you guys do any twists on your name to make it so that you don't get sued or anything?
Well, we
No.
own the name.
Yeah, it's not
Oh, do
the
you?
twist.
Okay, so you can
Yeah.
sue them then. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's the twist.
That's
Yeah.
the
funny.
twist is legal action.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I think there's also
In that name.
a hip hop artist named Tyrant too that spells his
Mhm.
name the same way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. When you go on Spotify, I mean, the first song I heard from you guys is from your current record, Kingslayer.
Mm.
Which I was saying earlier, man. You guys didn't play it in Charlotte, so I was kind of like,
I
what
thought
the
we
fuck?
did.
No, you didn't, because I was like, hey, Kingslayer. You guys,
We did.
Yeah.
play
there you
Kingslayer?
go.
See, I thought we played Kingslayer every night.
We
but
No,
cut
not
it,
every
we cut it a couple times.
Yeah, we did
Well,
cover.
you guys cut it. I didn't cut it. You guys
So,
cut it.
no, first of all, let us apologize for Charlotte's turnout. Skylark does not advertise well at all for shows. So, I mean, I was kind of pissed as the turnout for that show, man. It was really shitty, and that club's famous for that shit. So,
yeah, and it was like a Monday or a Tuesday or something like that.
I think it was a Tuesday night, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. You know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen other bands there play their Monday night, and it's packed in there, but, you know, they're, it was good that they got Neverfall to come open for you guys. Those
Yeah.
guys are fucking kick-ass, man.
Yeah, those guys were sick.
They're from
they're
Greenville,
really
South
cool.
Carolina. Matter of fact, we're going to have them on soon next time they come up this way. So Greenville's about a 2-hour south drive from us. So we got to hit them up when they're in Charlotte. Now, the band that opened for you guys, right before you guys, how'd you hook up with them? Because those motherfuckers, they must have been like taking like 5-hour energies before they went on stage, man. Those dudes were all over the place.
It's more than that. It's more than that.
Those guys are just fucking high-strung, wild dudes.
Yeah.
We saw them in Detroit last night, Displacer, because they played at Legions of Metal Fest and they were on their way back, and so they played in Detroit, and we got to see them and hang out with them. But yeah, we actually,
yeah, my neck hurts.
yeah,
Yeah, mine too.
my neck hurts too. We were going a little hard for that show, but I actually found them on some YouTube channel that posts like, you know, all the new wave of
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Oh, my motor
Oh.
skills are shot.
No, your camera focus is better than Ernest does. So.
Oh, he's got the card too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn. Let me one up him.
Come on.
You got
I
the
had to cancel my sticker.
Andrew.
Oh, you have this. I got mine somewhere. I don't know where it went.
I have a sticker, but I don't know what I did with it.
I should have went with this camera over here.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. I love those guys.
Yeah.
Great band.
They are. They were really good, man. It's like kind of reminded me of like I don't know, like Truce versus like the Scorpions, man. It's just
Mm-hmm.
it was awesome, man. Yeah. Great show. So you guys started in 2012. When did you guys record your first album?
That was, I think we recorded it in end of 2017, 2018, into 2018. Yeah, because then we released it later in 2018. So we did a couple EPs before we put out the first album.
Okay.
What?
Is there a song out there you'd want anyone to hear specifically?
I still like Inner Cult off of that album. I think
I
that
was going
song,
to say the same song.
that song
Yeah.
still holds up, and you know,
Or the
occasionally,
Hunger.
or the Hunger. Yeah, occasionally we'll still play Inner Cult.
I don't know what songs you guys played. I know you played a few songs off the recent record, but the rest of the stuff I didn't.
I think
recognize, but
I do think we played Inner Cult at
Yep.
Charlotte. I remember that.
I'm sorry, you guys really remind me of early Metallica. You guys have that sound, you man.
Nice.
I fucking love it, man.
It's his voice. It's his voice's fault.
Yeah,
He has Hetfield in the voice.
it is a bit similar, albeit not necessarily intentional.
I know that, but it just sounds like it.
It's just
Yeah.
the aggressive, like somewhat melodic delivery, you know.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter, every time she argues with me, she'll always finish every word with the no why, Dan. I'm like, are you James Hetfield? And she's like, who? I'm like, No why, no dada. Right? You sound just like James. She gets so mad at me.
Yeah.
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 I get some Pantera vibes too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Love Pantera. Great band.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I was a huge fan
Oh,
until
you know
Phil
what?
did his
This
thing,
year,
man.
this year will be 20 years since Dimebag Darrell was.
Wow, really? 20 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Man.
That's
I
rough.
was barely alive.
I think it was 2004, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I was
Probably.
6.
Yeah, 2000. I thought it was a little later than 2004.
Ernest, I think we're old now, man.
And you
How
may
old are
be.
you guys?
26.
I just turned 26.
Yeah, he just
Right.
turned 26.
Wow. You guys are kicking ass at 26, though, man. That's awesome. Hell yeah. You guys don't have like regular jobs or anything. You guys just make music, right? Or do you guys have?
No,
jobs?
we all got jobs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Me too.
Andrew's job is a little irregular. It's
Yeah,
not regular.
He's literally digging graves for money. He works.
I'm a grave digger.
Is that why it's dark behind you? Are you at work right now?
Yeah, I'm in a huge ass grave. No, the choice of color I chose looks black. It's like blood. It's like blood red.
Yeah, it's like a deep red.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. It does look black.
Actually, it's lighter. It's light longer in Michigan than it is down here in North Carolina. I've noticed that when I go back home, it'll be light till at least 9 o'clock ish in here.
Yeah.
You know? Down
That's
here,
because
it's
we're so far west and we're still in the Eastern time zone.
Mm-hmm.
We're like right on the edge.
Yeah, because once you hit Chicago, it goes back an hour, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chicago. That was so funny at the draft, man. Every time the Bears drafted, the Packers drafted, or the Vikings drafted, they got booed, man. It was awesome.
We hate those guys.
Yeah, especially the Packers. But what was cool is that any player from any team that now resides in Michigan, they had him come out and make the draft picks for all the teams. So I forget who they brought in for the Packers. But the minute he walked out, everyone booed him. And he says, "Hey, Detroit, thanks for the warm welcome. You know, fuck you guys."
That's what he
It
gets.
was awesome. Yeah.
That's what he
It
gets.
was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. So you guys put out what? 3 albums in an EP, or just 2 albums in a?
2 albums and 2 EPs,
Okay.
and we've got a good amount written for number 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, what was the second one called? The second album called, or?
The second album's The Lowest Level.
Okay. All right. Oh. So
Yeah.
So that was the second album, and then there were
Yeah.
2 EPs in between that.
No, there were
Correct.
2 EPs before the first album.
Okay.
And those are kind of like, formative stuff. We didn't really know what we were doing at that point, and then we put out the album, and then shortly after we did the Lowest Level.
Who produces your guys' records?
We, for the first 2 EPs and the first album, we went to like other studios just here in Lansing,
Mhm.
and a couple studios in Detroit to record, but we were never really like satisfied with the music and the way it sounded.
Mhm.
So Andrew and I, we produced most of the newest album, and Chuck and Sal, they recorded their parts at home.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So we just kind of compiled it that way. And then my buddy from Paladin, his name's Alex Pera, he did all the mixing and mastering and, made it sound really nice and pretty.
Awesome.
So,
Hell yeah.
but yeah.
Too bad you guys can't get in at Third Man Records and have Jack Black produce an album for you.
Yeah, that would
That'd be awesome.
That would be sick.
I was hoping to go there, and when I was up there, Jack Black, or actually Third Man Records, made a record for every first round draft pick. So every guy that got drafted, he pressed them. I don't know what songs were on them,
Mhm.
but he pressed a record for them with their face on the cover, and then whatever team's colors were the
Yeah,
splatter vinyl for it. That was cool.
Pretty
That's
sweet.
I haven't been to Third Man Records in a long time.
I thought they were only in Nashville. I did not realize Detroit had one too.
Yeah.
So yeah, next time I'm up there, I'm gonna have to go hit them up, man. I was just in Charleston, and I went to Monster Records down in Charleston. I didn't know this. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the Righteous Gemstones
Mhm.
on HBO. Right across the street from that place is where they filmed the whole damn thing. I said, man, I wish I would have known
That's
that. I would have
cool.
went over there and took some pictures. But
That's cool.
yeah. So what's on the horizon for Tyrant? I know you guys said you're trying to lay down some tracks again, but you guys are done touring for now, right? You guys are going to concentrate on new stuff.
Yeah, I think, we're all kind of satisfied with the touring that we did for the lowest level. And, we just have so much material. I know Chuck's sitting on a bunch of ideas. Andrew and I have put together some ideas. And we just want to start, arranging them and hopefully start recording some new music either in like September, October of this year.
Okay, cool.
So we can come out swinging in 25.
So I'm gonna date myself in earnest, and I'm gonna hopefully know what you guys are talking about. What was your guys' first metal record say that you bought?
First metal record?
Mm-hmm.
Kill 'em all.
Okay, all right.
Metallica.
I don't feel so old then. Okay, all right.
I think the first one like I bought with my own money, even though it was on like iTunes, because I grew up, like with digital music and stuff. It was probably like either Slayer's Hell Awaits or
hell yeah.
I don't know. It was definitely one of Slayer's first albums, because for a long time in middle school and high school, I was like exclusively Slayer.
Oh yeah. A lot of guys were when I was in high school, man. It was it's the same old shit now. If you walked into school with a Slayer shirt on or an Anthrax shirt on, name 3 songs, man. And
Kim Kardashian's wearing the shirt.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a kid wearing a Bad Brain shirt the other day. I said, "Hey man, nice shirt." He goes, "Huh?" I said, "Nice shirt. That's a great band." He goes, "This is a band?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, come on."
Oh,
Come on,
you
man.
put the guy on the spot.
Yeah, you know what? As a matter of fact, I got this today in the mail, man. I finally got it. It's from
Nice, dude.
Record Store Day. It's Dave Grohl and the 2 dudes from Anthrax doing a
Oh yeah.
Not Brains cover.
Hmm.
Regulator, yeah. It's sold for $10 when it came out. I bought it for 40, so whatever.
Yeah.
My first album though that I bought was My Chemical Romance Black Parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of metal. It's metal adjacent, right?
It's metal.
You know what? That album actually went down in history as like one of the best. I don't want to quite call them emo, but one of the best
Yeah.
for their genre. I know when they played Riot Fest the year after I had went, man, that place was ecstatic. But they said all the My Chemical Romance fans were assholes. I don't know why. That's kind of weird to me because I don't.
Yeah, I think I was like maybe 10 when I bought it.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I've changed.
You changed, not a lot.
Yeah, that was back in the LimeWire days, man.
Yeah.
I remember LimeWire.
Sometimes you get a virus, sometimes you get the actual song, or sometimes
it's a completely different album. You never know.
Right. There were times when I would download a song and like halfway through it, you hear, "Oh fuck me!" It's like, whoa, wait a minute, this isn't this song. What the hell happened to this? Somebody got me. Oh man. So let's there's a new segment that I've been doing here as of lately. Cover songs. You guys have 3 cover songs you guys can name out that you guys absolutely love.
like that other bands have done,
Yeah,
or that we would do?
Either way, either
Have you
or.
done covers?
There's
I don't
Ace
think
of
so.
Spades.
What'd you say, Andrew?
So we did Ace of Spades and
Uh-oh.
Let's see. I don't know anything about this part. I don't know.
yeah, we did Ace of Spades, Thunderkiss 69, Radar Love by Golden Earring.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We did Spanish Castle Magic, or was it Dragonfly?
Yeah, we've covered a bunch of songs, but cover like
Never recorded any of them though.
Okay.
you're talking about other bands' covers.
Yeah. Three of
Oh.
your yeah. Not your song. I mean,
Recorded.
yeah.
Death Painkiller is number one for me.
That was one I thought.
Mine's
I know-
Jimi Hendrix All Along the Watchtower.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
very good.
I didn't know that was a cover for the longest time.
Yeah, we did a podcast maybe last year back when you had 3 hosts, and that was one of the highlights of that episode of all covers. Like, and I don't even think that they knew that each other knew the song was about. Wait, didn't Dylan did it first, and then Hendrix did it, and then he later found out it was a song about him, right? Isn't that how that went? Something like
That
that.
I don't know.
So what?
Anyways,
But also Love Hurts by Nazareth. I didn't know that was a cover either.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Good song.
Wait a minute, I didn't know that either.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the?
No clue.
Oh.
Hold on.
But yeah, dude, that when that song played in the Halloween done by Rob Zombie.
Odilo
felt-
Bryant. First
Oh, really?
recorded by the Everly Brothers.
Everly Brothers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. My parents were big Everly Brothers fans. I don't ever recall that playing, but oh well.
They
Yeah,
recorded it, but I don't think it was ever released. And
Oh, one of those deals. Okay.
Yeah,
then
Nazareth.
it was
made
given
that
to
song a hit.
Nazareth, and the Everly Brothers were pissed.
Have you ever heard Guar do their cover of "Carry On the Wayward Son"?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's
It's a wacky cover.
It is. That was back when Dave Brocky was still with them. My battle vest is still covered in blood from the last Guar show. I went
hell
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
That was the first time I've seen him in about, I don't know, I've seen him probably 6 times. That was the first time I saw him, and they actually changed up their whole set list and changed up everything. That they have new band members now. A bunch of guys left. I mean, I don't blame them. It's it's probably boring for them to play the same shit all the time. But yeah. Man, my hand stinks. I don't know what the hell.
Where's that hand been?
I don't know.
You don't know where your hand's been?
It's been right here on my lap all night.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Scratching my balls when we're doing the podcast. No, I'm joking.
What I figured.
Yeah. So what else we got here, man? Oh, my 3 covers, man. So have you guys heard of a band called Drain? They're from California. Those guys are kick ass. They're playing here next week, but they do an awesome cover of the Descendants. What the fuck's that song called? Damn it, I forgot what it is. Hold on, I'll find out. But Drain, of course, the one I just showed you on vinyl. I actually haven't listened to it yet, but I heard it online. It's a pretty good cover. And you know what? It's funny. I also bought a Ghost record when I was in Charleston. I did not realize Dave Grohl produced a bunch of Ghost records for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say for my covers, I really, and it's funny you mentioned Ghost because I know Chuck and Sal rag on me all the time for being like a Ghost fan, but like every time Ghost puts out a cover EP, you know, maybe they'll throw like one original on there, and all the covers they do the covers so well. Like
You have a lot of covers.
like Pope Star, just all the covers on Pope Star are fucking awesome. Yeah, but Chuck absolutely hates fucking Ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't. I mean, I can respect them and their success and all that, but I can't sit down and listen to them. Like I don't
good.
I don't vibe with it at all.
I
I
love
own
Ghost.
every single Ghost record. They're all behind me right here. I love
Like
them all.
the only song I really mess with is Cerise from the I forget what album that is, but
Leora.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of the theatrical things, like, Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, who's also from Detroit, like Kiss, stuff like that, really speaks to me. So when I first saw Ghost, I was like, man, I always thought Kiss never sounded like they looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But then you had Ghost that came out, and they're talking about worshiping Satan and all this shit. I'm like, these guys look pretty cool. I went to their show, and my wife took me once for my birthday years ago. He's like the Church of Satan with the holy water and all that shit. And I turned to the people around me. I'm like, man, we're going to hell. And they're like, yeah, so what? I'm like, oh shit, these guys are serious, man. These guys are really into this, man. I mean, so Ghost fans are extremely loyal. I love the show.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they do all that crazy. I mean, I think they're starting to like move towards arena rock type sound. I've heard them being compared to Blue Oyster Cult, which I never really listened to Blue Oyster Cult besides Don't Fear the Reaper. I mean, so yeah, I really don't know. I can't compare that myself, but yeah.
Yeah, their newest
album. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I think on their newest album, Impera, that arena rock, very on the nose '80s delivery was, very deliberate. Like some of those riffs they have, like it's still good, but like some of those riffs they have are, like definitely recycled from bands of the '80s, which, is fine, but I don't know. I really like the first couple like 4 or 5 Ghost albums where they were just like really unique, and people call it like spooky Scooby-Doo music, which I mean is pretty
I'm a big fan of Halloween.
It's awesome, dude. It's so much fun.
I love Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. And like you said, the theatrics are just so sick. Like Andrew and I have seen Ghost a couple times, and when he comes out and he's got the mitre and the whole Pope costume, and he's swinging the incense, and it's just like a multi-sensory experience. It's so cool. It's world building,
Have you ever seen?
I went to see them last summer, and I think it was actually Amon Amarth opened up for them, and they got into like two songs, and then the rains came, and
oh yeah, at that outdoor concert, yeah.
So I didn't get to see Ghost.
I saw them at Rock on the Range in 2016. I think, yeah. Trivium was right before him.
And you loved it, right?
I will say it's one of those bands where it's better live,
Yeah, it is.
I'll give them that. Like, I can't listen to a record, but like whatever, I can vibe if they're just I'm at a show and I'm listening to them,
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned Pantera earlier. I love Pantera more live than any of their recordings.
Oh, well, those guys were wild. I mean, back in the day, like that's what I wish. Like I could live back in the day and see them.
Oh, those shows were incredible.
I saw them once. I saw Pantera once, and they played. I don't know. It was one of those Ozfests, man. And the girl I was at times like, I don't like Pantera. Let's go walk around. I said, you can go walk around. I'm not going anywhere.
Go take a walk, please.
Yeah, please.
Please.
She was, and then I'm pretty sure Rob Zombie was on that same tour, that same Ozfest. And he came out with like the 666 behind him and everything. And she was a hardcore Christian. She's like, we have to go. I can't be here. I'm like, well, you know where the car is, man. I'm not going anywhere.
It's like when we saw Slayer, and my dad's not necessarily a religious man, but when Slayer had that huge like curtain across the front of the stage, and there's all these like rotating pentagrams, and upside down crucifixes.
That was their last tour, right? That was the one before they, And
I
saw that tour,
the last one.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Until Carrie needs some money. But yeah, even my dad was like, "Yeah, this is a bit much for me."
Yeah, sorry, Dad. Wait,
it was a good show.
Wait,
it was.
Your dad went with you to go see Slayer?
Oh yeah.
That's
I
bad.
mean, he's
the
whole reason, Andrew and I got into music because we just, he had a bunch of music on cassettes and we would just like listen to it like Kiss's Psycho Circus or I want to say Loverboy, like Working for the Weekend, whatever. Yeah, and just stuff like that. So yeah, we've definitely been to a lot of like rock and metal shows with our dad. But yeah, that Slayer tour, it was with Testament and Megadeth.
Was Anthrax not on your guys' take?
I don't think Anthrax was on
No,
that.
I'm sorry. Here we had Behemoth, Anthrax, Testament, and Lamb of God and Slayer.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a huge lineup.
Yeah, that was an awesome
crazy.
Yeah. That was great. I mean, I was out on the lawn. I'm a huge, diehard Anthrax fan. I love them to death. One of my favorite thrash bands of all time. I was way back on the lawn when I saw them, and I was like, man, I hate the lawn. I can't stand the lawn, man. I got to be up front. I got to be up close seeing something, man. But I mean, it was what it was. I think I paid $20 for that show, and that lineup was great. I'm pretty sure I missed Testament, and we walked in right when Behemoth was wrapping up. But oh well, great show though. It was so fucking hot. It was like 98 degrees, 90% humidity. You're out in the mosh pit, just sweating your ass off. It don't matter. I think I had to work the next day too. It felt like ass, but it was worth it.
Yeah, a show like that, hell yeah.
Yeah,
that's a stacked lineup.
There's a bunch of metal shows coming to town. So Drain's coming with Terror next week. Who else is coming? Oh, fucking Sum 41's coming to town. I don't like them, but the band that's opening for them, the Interrupters, me and my daughter are big ska fans. So I'm going to take my daughter to that show, and she has her own little battle vest, so she's going to wear that with me at the show. We're going up to Raleigh on Sunday on Mother's Day to go see Mr. Bungle.
Damn.
Oh, that's sick.
That's awesome.
That's a good reason to skip Mother's Day.
Well, I mean, I told her, I'm like, I said, do you mind if I go to Raleigh on Mother's Day? She's like, you're not going to go too late, right? I'm like, nope, I'm not going too late. She goes, all right, go. See you later. Sweet. So
that would be awesome.
That's Mike Patton, Scott Ian, Dave from Dave. I can never say it.
Lombardo.
Yeah, I can never say his last name. That's Slayer too, man. So
that's
not Navarro.
No, who had said that the other day? We were doing a podcast. They're like Dave Navarro. I'm like, dude, if Dave Navarro came out with Mr. Bungle, there'd be a fucking riot, man. People
wrong band.
Yeah.
I love Bungle, especially that first album. Like when I first heard that completely changed the way like I perceived music. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, for its time, especially when he was with Faith No More, for that audience to hear Mr. Bungle's and Mike Patton's other stuff, kind of blew their minds. They're like, "Whoa, this is the same dude? Are you kidding me?" And he, his vocals were like it was almost like a opera record. And then it was like back to metal, and then back to some crazy shit, and then back. It's all over the place. But yeah,
it really is.
Great album, man. And then I didn't know, but their last album was actually their first album that they never released. So they went back and they recorded it, and now it's on a vinyl. And I think that's what they're playing live when I go see them. So I'm pretty pumped.
That's cool.
That'll be an awesome show, man. My last two covers. Of course, Anthrax, Antisocial, which is a cover of Troost, which is are they Japanese or Chinese? I don't know, but it's originally sang in Japanese, and then Anthrax made a cover of it and converted it over to English. And then I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a band called Throwdown. They were a hardcore band that came out in like the early 2000s. They did a kick-ass cover of Sir Mix-a-Lot's "Baby Got Back." If you ever have time, you ever get curious, if you ever get a wild hair up your ass, man, go check it out.
Hell
Man. It's
yeah.
awesome. It's a pretty cool.
I love pop goes metal covers like that. I put Children of Bodom did a cover of "Oops, I Did It Again." I put that in my list for sure. I love that cover so much. Just fucking drop C. Oops, I did it again.
Oh man, you know, I would go see Britney Spears if it was free. I would.
I would pay, but not more than like 150 probably.
Yeah, I mean, I would
go see her. I would go see her for sure.
I think I'd go with you, Chuck. I'm honestly like a huge Britney fan.
Dude. Toxic hits hard.
She's got so many good songs, dude.
Yeah, she does. She has hits. It's just hit after hit.
If you guys want, I'll go get my Python and take off my shirt and sing it for you. If you guys want.
Yeah.
I'm joking. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, I have a new beer, Ernest. Glutenberg Blonde Ale. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in my Bronx koozie, man. Bronx are the shit. I don't know if you guys like punk, but Bronx are the shit. They're a punk band called the Bronx, but they're from LA. So.
Okay. Well, basically all the way opposite of that.
Yeah, totally not the Bronx at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of people are like, I have a shirt that I wear from them. They're like, why are you wearing a Bronx shirt? You're not from the Bronx. You're from Detroit. I'm like, no, it's a band. It's a band. It's not whatever, guys. Whatever, man. I get tired of explaining shit to people. I was down in Charleston, and my friends like, people are asking, hey, man, where are you from? I said, Charlotte. She goes, God damn it, you're from Detroit. Stop telling people you're from Charlotte. Like, I've lived here 27 years now.
You've been here long enough.
Yeah, now it's home.
You're like me. Nice. You lived here longer than you lived anywhere else.
I have, actually, yeah. So it was funny. When I went to the draft on Thursday, it was 36 degrees. I wore shorts and a T-shirt, froze my ass off. Friday, I wore pants and a long sleeve shirt. It's 65 degrees. Saturday was 85. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's the way it goes.
Michigan weather, yeah.
It's been humid here lately. I don't like it. It's just so humid.
No, it's humid as shit down here, man. It's in the Carolinas, it's 90.
It's all
and we're over sweating our ass off.
It gets that way.
Yeah, actually, we've been mowing our lawns for over a month now. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kicking up clay.
Mine needs it.
I don't have any clay in my.
You ain't got clay? I lived in a clay area when I lived in North Carolina. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It just ruins all your clothes.
It stains everything. You back into the house and they coming out of the carpet. Yeah. Red clay. There's a cidery down here, which is funny.
Where I used to live was a lot of clay. Now I have sand.
Sand?
He lives down. He lives about almost an hour south of me, about a 50-minute drive. He lives down in Chester?
Not that far.
What is it? Chester, Ernest?
No, not that far down.
Yeah, that's how long it takes me to get there. Ernest says, "Hey, you want to stop by and grab a mic?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to go stop by and grab a mic."
It's not that far.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Whatever. Last time we did a podcast at Ernest's house, and this is when we had three hosts. We all got shit-faced and drove home. And he's like, "Man, what the fuck's wrong with you guys?" He's crashing the couch, man. I'm like, "Nah, I had to go home, man."
I have tons of room.
Yeah, I should have stayed. My bad.
Oops.
Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive, everybody.
I don't anymore. No. Bad idea.
Yeah, those days are over. Those days are over.
You ever try to wrangle three drunks while they're all trying to go get in their cars? And you're like, okay, you sit here, stay. And then you go over here, okay, what you going? You coming over here, and next thing you know, the guy
the other one's left.
He's already in his car and backing out, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's impossible.
We all, we
all survived.
Hey, it was your fault. You bought me the mead.
I mean, I want to give y'all good stuff.
Anyway, what else we got, man? You guys got anything else you want to touch on?
I
actually,
want to back up a little bit because I
okay.
don't know if we got into, actually these guys. Chuck, what is your role in the band?
Oh yeah.
My role is lead guitar player.
Okay. Who's your inspiration? Who's your inspiration as a guitar player?
My main inspiration
Say
is
it, Chuck.
probably. I sound the most like Marty Friedman, but I don't think that's my main inspiration. I think my main inspiration is either Jeff Loomis or Yngwie Malmsteen, probably.
Ooh, Yngwie. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to a ton of those guys when I was just first learning guitar. I had a teacher for a while, and he put me onto a bunch of like old guitar magazines that had Yngwie Malmsteen tablature in them, and it's just trying my best to just
make
my or whatever.
Yeah, make my fingers bleed, and
So, do you like classical music?
Yeah, I actually I first started learning classical guitar. Like that was my first 2 years of guitar.
Yeah.
And I had an actual teacher and everything. I've long since forgot how to read sheet music because I'm a terrible student. But yeah, the classical guitar was my original. That was the original plan.
Yeah.
It all went downhill, bro.
Yeah, it all went downhill once I heard like "Bullet for My Valentine" and all the other core bands.
Yeah, we kind of got away from that.
That happens a lot though when you. Yeah.
So Yngwie Malmsteen, yeah, he took a lot of influence from very classic roots. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, Philip, what is your role in the band?
I do vocals and rhythm guitar.
Rhythm guitar.
Yeah. I used to do lead, but Chuck is like way better, and it's like I got other shit to focus on.
Yeah.
I got to focus on the singing.
Yeah.
So
who's your inspiration as far as vocals go?
That's tough because I try not to sound like anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, like all the metal vocalists of antiquity, like James Hetfield. I know I'm going to get shit for this one, but I think Dave Mustaine is a great vocalist. You're
not getting any shit for that. Absolutely not.
Well.
No way.
And I think mostly my influence is just from like vocalists being melodic because I really, like melody in my music.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with like I love some death metal with some screaming atonal, shit. But
right.
I don't know. My main influence is just trying to incorporate melody. So
awesome. Andrew, what is your role in the band?
I'm the drummer, and I take inspiration probably from it was a lot of Peter Criss at the beginning, but then Vinnie Paul took over.
Nice.
And then Chris Adler, don't forget, dude.
Yeah, Chris Adler as well.
You were obsessed with Chris Adler for a long time.
So, actually, but there's a new drummer announcement, wasn't there, a few days ago? Slipknot, named was it? What's his name?
Eloy Kessig, something like that.
From Sepultura.
They had Bruce Springsteen's son's. I'm sorry, Bruce Springsteen's drummer's son playing for Slipknot.
Yeah.
That's
he's with him. He's with him for a long time.
Yeah, and he's actually went and played with Bruce, which I thought was weird. He'd go play with Bruce and then go play with Slipknot. And he knows them both. Yeah.
Cool. So, who does the is a collaborative effort when you guys write songs, or you got one of y'all is the main writer?
Andrew and I will put together like most of a song, just kind of like a rough arrangement with some ideas, and then we'll send it to Chuck and Sal, and then that's kind of where it starts to fill out a bit more. And like one of my favorite parts on Pray for the Night is Chuck's solo, and he showed it to me, He's like, I don't know if you're gonna like it, the dual harmony part. You're
Yeah.
like, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. And I was like, I fucking love it. So I mean, it is collaborative. But yeah, Andrew and I will put together ideas and just kind of get the ball rolling that way,
Awesome.
I mean, this next coming album will be the first album I have full involvement with. I mean, the other two, they basically had the other album written before I even joined the band. I just put leads on it.
So how long ago did you join?
It's been like 3 years now, something like that.
Yeah, shit. 2 or
3 years, something like that.
So you guys formed in what, like 2016, 2015?
2012, I think.
No, 2012 they formed, but
yeah, we were like 14.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
Middle school dance.
yeah. High school talent show.
Homecoming.
There you go.
Raining blood at the the homecoming.
Oh, it goes so hard.
Homecoming, yeah.
That's one thing we didn't have when I was growing up. We didn't have talent shows. I mean, it would be they'd hire a band for whatever. I mean, I never did go to prom or shit like that. So I was going to shows.
I did a talent. I played Coheed and Cambria at my talent show. That's what I did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I was like, oh, this will be cool, and like no one knows what it is because everyone's normal,
Yeah. Eric, I messaged you the other day because Fishbone got dropped from.
Yeah, because they kicked out their lead guitarist. I don't know what the hell happened there, but after that happened, everything hit the fan and they just broke up. So yeah, I don't know, because they were going to open for Primus and
Coheed and Cambria.
So I don't know if that's going to change now, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see him with Incubus later this year. It's gonna be a sick show.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I went and saw Coheed. I was Spectacle. This was maybe last year or the year before. I'm like, I don't know. I found a ticket for $11 online. I went and saw them, and I'll tell you what, they blew me away. They were fantastic, man.
That's a more than $11 band.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
That's a more than.
It was them.
Oh yeah.
Alkaline Trio opened for him too, so I was like, all right,
fuck.
that's awesome. Yeah, it was a great show. I was shocked I found that seat for so cheap, man. It was a great show.
Mm-hmm.
And I found at that show I bought his sidebands group, Fire Through Loops or something like that. It's it's straight up metal though. It's not really a Coheed and Cambria type of deal, but that was awesome too.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I got it. It's behind me. There's 30 grand worth of vinyl behind me. It's all alphabetized, but if I start messing with it, it'll get all fucked up. So
that's impressive.
Yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Try to keep it away. That's the same way with my cassette tapes and then CDs and actually vinyl way before that. So never keep it straight.
Yeah.
But Eric, I have 3 new covers that I'm coming up with this episode.
Oh man, I'm all ears. Go ahead.
So first, I'm going to talk about Coffin Cats.
Oh man, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Man Eater by Hall & Oates. Their cover is actually pretty damn good.
Hey, someone's pizza's done.
I know. I keep hearing it.
Yeah, what's going on over there?
No, I don't know where it's at, so it could be here.
I think it's coming from me.
Oh, okay.
Chuck, are you pizza rolls ready?
No, it's whatever Mary's doing. I don't know what she's doing. I think she just put some in the microwave and left.
Oh, it's ready. Yeah, it just keeps telling you it's ready.
If you guys like rockabilly and punk, matter of fact, the Coffin Cats are from Garden City, Michigan. So so that song he's talking about, they do a really good kick-ass
damn good
cover of that one.
Yeah, they're a wild band.
Yeah.
I think I've seen them once before at Max Bar here in Lansing.
There you go. So I also have another new one, Eric, is Gary Clark Jr. doing Come Together.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yes.
And my third one for this episode is the Green Manalishi by Judas Priest.
Fleetwood Mac, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Every time I hear that, I have to remind myself.
That's exactly. That's
Fleetwood
another
Mac
song.
It doesn't sound like it at all.
That's another song. When people hear it, they're like, "Oh, that's a Judas Priest song."
Nope.
It's a Fleetwood Mac song.
Fleetwood Mac.
That's cool.
And then every other episode, I've said all along the Watchtower, but we've covered that.
Yeah. So when the night Drain's in town, we had actually 4 awesome shows that night. We all have to pick one. So we got Drain, L7, Echo and the Bunny Man, and Judas Priest all playing on the same night, different venues here in town.
Wow.
If I get a free ticket for Priest, I might just dump my Drain ticket and just go see Priest instead, man.
But you always miss Judas Priest.
Every time I've come, I've missed them. So I was like, fuck it. If I missed them this far, it ain't meant to be. So I'll just go see Drain instead. But, if I get one for free, I might go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, anyone going to any shows this week?
I don't think so.
Not this week. But
next week?
You're not going either.
There's a show that I plan. It's in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's this band coming up from Atlanta called Sadistic Ritual, which is really sick.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're really
I've heard
good.
of them. Yeah.
The guy who mixed and mastered the album, The Lowest Level, that's his other band, and so I'm gonna go catch him in Detroit. You gonna come, Chuck?
Cool.
When is it?
I don't know. I'd have to check. I think it's like a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's not good for me. That's very bad.
It is bad.
But that's about like almost a 2-hour drive for you guys, right? From Clancy?
Well,
Not for me.
He's pretty much in Detroit. It's like an hour and a half for me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like 25 minutes from all the major venues.
So I made an awful
5 minutes from everywhere.
mistake when I went to Detroit after the draft. I went to the old Miami by myself, and apparently you can take a Uber to Detroit. We're trying to take an Uber from Detroit back to Dearborn is a whole different story.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't get back in my room until 3:00 in the morning, man. I stood out in the corner for an hour waiting at an Uber. It kept canceling.
Wow.
I'm like, son of a bitch!
Like,
I can't be
not
out here by
gonna
myself in the corner in Detroit at 2:00 in the morning, man.
Yep.
Luckily, I made some friends in that place that night, and they all hung out with me until my Uber showed up, so that was cool. But the old Miami had a punk show that night. That was awesome, man. That was a cool venue, man.
It is. We played there in, I think, 2017. Do they still have that like huge outdoor like beer garden like patio? That was so sick.
It was awesome. It's actually bigger than the bar is. But
Yeah.
It's awesome. It was funny, like when 2 a.m. hits, they ain't joking. They're like, get the fuck out. Everyone tab out and get the fuck out. They're not even joking. They're like, get out, leave. I was like, oh shit, okay, all right, I have to go. Anyways, guys,
I got one show coming up this week.
what is it? Oh, I know.
Is that so y'all know I'm retired, so it don't matter what day of the week I go to. I retired early. I'm enjoying that. But yeah, I'm gonna go see Blind Channel, Norma Jean, Drowning Pool, and POD. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
And the night after that, the same venue, the Chats are playing. So I'm going to that show on Friday. So
yeah,
you'll be there Thursday. I'll be there Friday. So
I may be there Friday too.
Oh, come on, man. Brent's going. So
Okay,
I guess last
sure.
Friday, I don't know if you guys have heard of Bats, which is the 2 guitars from Municipal Waste. They have a side band called Bats, and they played here in town. I wanted to go so bad, but man, I just got back and I was gone for 2 weeks. So unless I was going to get a divorce, there was no way I can go see Bats. So that's good, man.
The only 2 guitarists I've seen recently was Steve Vai and Joe Satriani.
I'm jealous.
Nice.
Damn good.
Those are pretty good ones.
Yeah. In a
I
perfect.
love Steve Vai.
Too.
That was Steve Vai was another one when I was first learning. It was like my teacher just drilled Steve Vai into me. I was like, oh, I'm done with Steve Vai. But now I love Steve Vai.
Yeah.
I always associate Steve Vai with David Lee Roth. So like, when his first few solo records came out, Steve Vai was the guitarist for him at the time. So he kind of traded Eddie Van Halen for Steve Vai. You know, it's like, all right, well, you know, I like Eddie more than I like Steve Vai. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to respect the GOAT.
Yeah, true. All right, fellas. Well, thank you for being on the show. Hopefully, you guys come back through Charlotte again. Don't play Skylark when you come back through again.
No.
Go to the
have your booking agent find another venue.
The Milestone. Play the Milestone, man.
Oh yeah,
Milestone would be good. Yeah.
Milestone's the oldest club on the East Coast since CBGB's closed.
Well, they're the oldest anyway.
Oh, really? All right. Well,
but now they're the longest running.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And
so
you named the bands they played there. Black Flag, Nirvana, everybody played there. So
wow,
nice.
It's cool. It's cool. That's place. Yeah.
So the Milestone opened in 1969.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's still kicking, man. It's a shithole, but it's a nice place to play.
It has character.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, I was in line with the bathroom, and there was the mop for the bathroom, and I bet some girl $20 to lick the mop, and she's like, "Hell no!" She goes, "I need like 20,000 grand to lick that mop, man. I ain't licking a mop." That was after a few shots of Jameson and some ciders. Anyways, guys, thanks for being on the show. Hope to see you guys soon on the road. Can't wait to hear some new music. Hopefully that happens soon. Adios.
Thanks, guys.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out, dudes.
And let me remind you before you all you can stop your cameras, but make sure you keep on this page so the recordings can upload locally.
Okay.
How long should I wait? Like 30 minutes?
Well, I mean, you probably should see a progress.
Okay.
Once I end recording,
I think it's a countdown. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
For sure.
I think Andrew may have missed that earlier. So.
Mr. Late.
Mr. Late.
Seriously, I didn't know that was your last name. I was just messing with you, man. All right, guys. See you later, man.
Thank you.
All right, peace, y'all. Thank y'all.
Bye.